Hi everyone, this is Carrie from DoubleClick. Today I wanted to share a quick video with you on this Paris album that I made. It took me about 2 days and I'm going to go through the steps on how I did it. The first thing that I had to do was decide what kind of paper I wanted to use. I went through all of my papers and I found this Magic of the Season stack that I had never used before. And after flipping through it, I was able to find papers that didn't really have Christmas a theme to it. So I decided to do a black and red themed album. The next thing that I decided to do was, instead of doing the usual paper bag album that I made, my plan was to use these pre-made cards and envelopes from Recollections. They go on sale at Michael's all the time, and you just fold it, and I figured this could be my album. And this is how I started out my album. I decorated all my pages, but when I actually stuck it all together, the pages were so thick that I wasn't able to make all the pages even, and some were sticking out and it looked really sloppy. So I had to go back and cut my pages in half, which was a problem because I had already decorated them so they didn't fit into any of my cutting machines, so I had to do them by hand. I used a blade. So next time I'll be cutting these first, decorating them first, and hole punching them in that order versus the way that I did it. The next thing that I did, once I knew what my color combo was going to be, which was the black, red, and white, I went through very quickly all of my supplies and I grabbed anything that I thought would look good on this album. I found a lot of fun of die cuts that I've been hoarding, the Destinations Paris stamp set, lots of gems and bling, flowers, ribbons, anything that I thought would go good, and I set it on my work area. That way when I started the album I could just quickly go through and pick supplies and not have to go through cabinets and boxes. So once I had everything picked, I went through and I laid down all my base layers and then just started adding all the embellishments. The Eiffel Tower is cut from the Destinations Cricut cartridge, and all the other supplies are things that I've had in my stock for, it seems like, for years. So on every page I made sure that I added a tag. I had lots of cards, clips, and I inked every single page with black just so that it all looked uniform. At first I was only going to do black and red, but when I started adding these fun colors, I felt like it really did a lot to the album. I had some smash book tags that kind of went perfect for this vacation album. And I did end up using envelopes from the same pre-made kit, and I decorated both sides, and using a razor I just cut it open and I slipped little pieces of paper for extra notes, souvenirs. I made sure that every page also had a pocket to put extra things on the inside. I used my chalkboard paper for the first time, and I wrote, "What happens in Paris stays in Paris." And these were part of the K & Company die cuts already made. Kind of worked out perfectly. This is another envelope. And with my leftover paper, I made another little mini book to go inside for extra notes and thoughts and photos. Tags and clips. And all this stuff has been sitting in my stash for so long. It felt really good to use so much of it on this album, and I really love how good this album came out. This is from the Destinations set. It's white embossed. It printed so nicely on this cardstock. Lots of fun embellishments, tags, another envelope with another mini book, and some tooling. So that's it. That's my Paris mini album. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day.